Hi, thanks for taking a moment to learn about the Battle-to-Business Leadership Training program, which is designed to give you unique insights into the United States Marine Corps combat leadership and planning techniques and the surprisingly useful ways they can be used to help you in business. You see, I started the program after working on several successful business projects in companies that had lots of talented people and plenty of resources. But after a while, I realized that it was actually the leadership and planning techniques I had learned in combat which were helping me get the best results from all those talented people in business. Now you could ask, Dave, how's it possible that things you do in combat help you in business? Well, I'll give you a quick answer. I spent 2 years in Iraq as the second in command of a unit of 1,200 Marines. And we worked every day with a very complicated and detailed planning process to coordinate the actions of all our specialists who had equipment like tanks, artillery, helicopters, and lots of other things. Although the process was complicated, I'll explain it to you like this. First, we had to be very clear about what our objectives and goals were. Then we had to come up with a plan for all the actions we wanted to do to achieve those objectives and goals. And then we had to explain that plan to the people who would do it. Of course, we had to respond to all sorts of problems, both internal and external, that were unexpected, while remaining focused on our objectives and not using up the limited resources we had. In the end, we had to evaluate our plan and decide what to do next. That probably sounds pretty familiar to you, right? Because essentially, this is what business leaders do all the time, whether you call it a business plan or a strategic 3-year plan or a change management plan. Sometimes you'll even read articles where they describe the business world as being volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Happens to be a military term. So with all these commonalities between combat and business, my goal for the Battle to Business program is to give motivated professionals like you and your team the opportunity to understand these military combat proven and tested techniques and use them to get an advantage you need in business. We've broken down these complicated principles into rather simple and easy to remember concepts that you can refer to your team. We'll discuss things like knowing how to attack with your strengths, knowing how to solve problems, and knowing how to enable the success of your team so that you can start thinking strategically and develop your own roadmap to success. If you think it's interesting, take a look at the webpage, and thanks for your time.